Hey, Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football here on the field at Newton Field in Graham with my Friday night instant reaction from Week 6. And first we'll start here in Graham where the state-ranked Graham Steers got a big homecoming win over the Wichita Falls High Coyotes, 54-13. This was a close game at halftime, 19-6 Graham led at the half. Wichita Falls got a big turnover to start the third quarter. Graham's defense forced a turnover of their own and then scored 35 straight points to turn this game into a rout and improve to 6-0 on the year. They'll remain in the top 10 in Class 4A Division II, and I think they've asserted themselves as one of the teams to beat in Class 4A Division II Region 1. This is a young Graham team that's going to be around for the next couple of years. Very junior-heavy ball club for Kenny Davidson and company. Going around the state, let's start in the Houston area in Class 6A. A couple of big matchups of state-ranked teams down in the Houston area in Class 6A. Starting first with number 2 ranked North Shore, who makes a big statement. 42-6 dominant win over C.E. King, who was ranked in the 20s off the top of my head. North Shore raced out to a 28-0 lead. Never looked back. The Mustangs were on it tonight. They looked really good, and Willie Gaston's ball club improves to 5-0. Again, them and Duncanville right now cream of the crop in Class 6A. Big 42-6 win for the North Shore Mustangs. Over in Katy, the Katy Tigers taking on upstart Katy Jordan, who entered the state rankings last week at number 25. And Katy Jordan pushed Katy all the way in this one. Jordan raced out to a 14-0 lead early in the game. Katy rallies back, ties the game at halftime. It's a back-and-forth game most of the second half. And the Katy Tigers escape with a 42-35 win over Jordan. I think for Jordan, you got to feel pretty good. I mean, even though in a losing effort that you went toe-to-toe with the state power in the Katy Tigers. And for Katy, they showed they could take a punch. They got off the mat, come back with a big win. Their only losses to Atascocita and Gary Joseph's ball club seems to be gaining momentum. This is a young Katy team. A lot of questions heading into the season. They're gaining some momentum and looking like, by come playoff time, they'll be a tough out. The big question with Katy is going to be, do they go Division I or do they go Division II? Still a lot of questions to be answered in 19-6A as the remainder of the season plays itself out. In the DFW area in 6A, how about the Coppell Cowboys making Greg Tepper proud? 49-28 dominant win over Lewisville. Lewisville rolled Coppell last year in district play to win the 6A title. Coppell returns the favor at home with a dominant win. Coppell's defense was on point tonight. I watched a good portion of this game on Texan Live. It was a dominant performance from Antonio Wiley's squad top to bottom. Coppell 49-28, and if you're a Lewisville fan, you got a lot of questions right now. This is a Lewisville ball club that most people thought would be a regional title contender, and they have looked good at times. They've also laid a couple of eggs, and this was the biggest egg of all tonight. I think Lewisville, the Farmers, got to do a lot of soul searching in the next couple of weeks to try to get things right because they got dominated tonight. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. In Class 4A, some big games out west. We start the battle of 377, Stephenville and Brownwood. Brownwood came into the game undefeated. Stephenville's got their number, though. The Yellow Jackets knock off Brownwood 27-17. 10 straight points in the fourth quarter for Sterling Doty's ball club. Stephenville gets a win to improve to 4-2, and they still have Brownwood's number. That's a tough loss for Brownwood. They had high hopes they were going to be able to knock off their arch rivals from just up the road in Stephenville, but the Brownwood Lions fall to Stephenville 27-17. It'll be interesting to see if Brownwood remains in the state rankings or if they fall completely out after that loss to Stephenville, who improves to 4-2. And then finally in Class 3A, Columbus and Madisonville, a state-ranked 4A Division II Madisonville Mustangs taking on the number 2 ranked Columbus Cardinals in 3A Division I, and it's all Columbus tonight. 49-21 over Madisonville. Big win for the Cardinals. Coach Schobel's ball club really making a statement here against a really good Madisonville club in a 4A Division II. That 3A Division I race, state rankings, is just it's a bloodbath right now. You got Franklin, you got Malakoff, you got Columbus, all playing great football. In Columbus, big win over Madisonville, 49-21. That's all for here from Graham. I'm going to head back to Fort Worth and get ready for a Saturday afternoon game down in Bryan. Stay with TexasFootball.com for all of your Texas high school football coverage.